Oh, sorry about that. Hollywood manages to screw up all the endings of its films. I say all, but it's a lot, isn't it? I think this is generally agreed that a lot of Hollywood films have a really rubbish and disappointing ending. Well, you probably know that films are tested on audiences. They get a rough cut, maybe a very nearly complete version of the film, and they show it to a test audience, and they cross their fingers and hope that that test audience really likes it. And as these audience members file out at the end, they're given forms to fill in, and they're asked, what did you like, what did you dislike, would you recommend it to friends, these sort of things. And they very commonly write that they didn't like the ending, and so frightened by this audience reaction, the producers go, oh, we better shoot another ending because the audience isn't liking this ending, it's not testing well. And it's now standard, I'm told, to budget for shooting the ending 3 times for a major Hollywood movie. Well, my theory is this. The problem is that those people filling in the forms did so when their last emotional experience was the ending of the film. So, let's say, for instance, that the hero, who's really nice, dies in the end of the movie. And in fact, it's a really good ending. It's very appropriate that he dies. And it makes it a very nice ending. It's a sad ending. It's a powerful ending. It's a good ending. It's the right ending for the film that the hero dies. But they're thinking, it was really nice and he died and I liked him. And that's what they've got in their head. And they're writing, but it was really sad when the guy died at the end. That's because their emotional connection with the end of the film is so much more powerful than their emotional connection with the beginning of the film, because they've just seen the film and they're given the form. Now, imagine if they were given the form, say, 2 weeks later, then their emotional response, their memories and so forth of how they were feeling at the beginning of the film might be roughly equal to how they were feeling, at least in terms of how powerful, at the end of the film. So they'd be able to be a bit more considered, a bit more rational about whether that really was the right ending. And perhaps after 2 weeks they were thinking, yes, well, I suppose he did have to die in the end. It was quite sad, actually. I recommended it to my friends. It's too late now. The damage has been done because 2 weeks ago they filled in the form telling a Hollywood producer, it was really sad that he died. So what I would like to suggest is that they test films. Fine, they're going to test films. Lots of money is involved. I quite understand they're going to test them. But if there's some way they can introduce a delay between people seeing the film and reporting on the film, perhaps using the internet, then I think endings might improve.